Good morning, YouTube. Mark here. First of all, thanks everybody for the welcome back on the last video, and of course from messages I've received, texts and emails from people. It's good to be back, and it's definitely good to be trying these tobaccos again. So as you know, last week I did the 2022 cigar cake that I had left, and so as promised, this week I am doing the cigar cake that Yanez made, pipe and tobacco, in 2023. Now I have received this year's cigar cake, and it is under the Christmas tree, and it'll stay there until Christmas Day when I open it up. So I'm quite looking forward to that. I do still have both cakes left on this one because, as you can see, it's not one I've been smoking very regularly. I've been keeping this for odd times. Mainly because I went through the other ones so quick and did regret it. So this one is the Romeo Juliet number 3 cigar cake. Now in this one, I'll just get the box, we have 25% Robert McConnell Pure Virginia, 25% Robert McConnell Pure Kentucky, and 50% Romeo Juliet, a number 3 cigar, which is being chopped up. Bit of a different process Yanez did with this one to the previous cake, because when Yanez made that one, he pressed it, and then when he took it out of the press, he chopped it up into the individual cakes, and then he vacuum sealed it. Now, when me, Uncle Phil and Sandro tried that tobacco together, because Sandro had taken his out of the shrink wrap and put it in a jar, he seemed to get a lot of differences from the tobacco to what me and Phil did. So when Yanez heard this, he thought, oh, I'll just put it straight in a jar, and he jarred it, I think it was in the March or April, and then it was jarred until the December. So rather than going straight into a vacuum seal, it had a little bit of room to breathe, if you like. You get a lot of the sweetness of the Virginia coming through on this, and unlike the previous year, I feel that I'm getting a lot more of the Kentucky coming through than I am of the actual cigar. Now, I've never smoked a number 3 Romeo Juliet, at least I don't think I have. So I can't really remember much about the taste of the cigar, but in all fairness, I don't think it'll be much different to any of the others. I think it's still pretty much going to be the same sort of tobacco leaf. But whereas I got a lot of the Romeo Juliet on the retro hail on the 2022 cake, I don't feel that I do on this one. It's a lot sweeter. I know for a fact that Virginia's really coming through, but on the retro hail on the previous year, I was getting a lot more of that Cuban cigar, whereas with this, I feel I'm getting a lot more of the Kentucky. But saying that, it's still a really tasty cigar, a really tasty tobacco. But again, because it's been crushed down into a cake, even though I've rubbed it out, when you smoke this, it is like a layer. Sometimes I might get a lot of sweetness, then I'll get that kick of the Kentucky. So, no two draws are the same. Starting to get nuttiness through, so again, that will probably be a lot down to the cigar and the Kentucky. But my word, it is good. And because it's good, it's one of the reasons why I haven't smoked a lot of it, because again, you get a really good tobacco. You don't want it to end. But it's like I said in the previous episode, because Yanez is happy to share how he makes this, pop along to his channel, find his videos when he's making these, goes through the whole process of how it's done, so you can make your own. Yes, it might be a little bit expensive in the UK if you're going into a cigar shop to buy the cigars, but personally I think it's worth every penny, because it is damn good. Smoking the Castello again. Good tobacco needs a good pipe. And because I haven't really smoked this pipe, I think it's a good one, because I'm going to get a lot more of the true flavours of the tobacco coming through, rather than smoking another pipe that's had stuff in and it'll maybe ghost a little bit. I think this is now officially going to be my cigar cake pipe. So, like the tobaccos, I won't be smoking this very often. It's just so smooth. That retrohale is very creamy. It's not eye-watering. It's not nostril burning. It's just really, really smooth and delicious. Really good. Well, we had quite a nasty storm here in the UK over the weekend. Luckily this year I hadn't put out any Christmas decorations or lights outside. Poor neighbour over the road, half of hers of halfway to Oz, I think. It was rather blowy. I know Yanez did a video recently to his recent trip to Munich. Yanez is very lucky because him and a select group have got their own pipe club, and they have a trip once a year in and buy some tobaccos, a lot of tobaccos, and it looks like the guys had a great time. So he has everything ready for next year's cake. I know he tends to get started pretty quickly in the new year. I think he presses this for about 14 days. He's got a really big, strong press. I mean, I know a lot of us a few years ago went mad buying those cylindrical noodle presses, which I've still got mine. Like I say, I am tempted to have a go at making my own cigar cake. Replace the one that I've smoked from 2022, and then, like I say, he jars it until the December. I know I've said this before, but you know, if you do get a pipe tobacco that on its own you feel that it isn't all that great, don't get rid of it. I made that mistake when I first started. I would get samples and things and not really like them and just throw them in the bin. Don't do that. Get yourself a little Monster Mash jar. I have a couple of Monster Mash jars there that I'll just try it. If it is a bit bland or it's not quite there on its own, I'll mix it in with something else and, you know, beef it up a little bit. Getting a lot of nuttiness coming through now. When you do the retrohale and then you take that deep breath through your nostrils, it's just so good. This is what pipe smoking's about though. Getting a really good tobacco, just being able to sit down, relax, and just take it all in. And I think Yanez has definitely perfected that. I'm getting the cigar there. Definitely on that retrohale. It's probably settling down now in the pipe and a bit blocked there. Let's try and open that back out a little bit. It's better. Definitely getting the cigar through now. Definitely. With that lovely marzipan taste, you know. Perfect this time of the year when you're getting Christmas cakes and sweet treats. Eat little marzipan fruits. I think it's probably way better. I think probably that stem was a little bit blocked there, so just when I give that pipe cleaner a little shove there, it's definitely getting a better draw on it now. yeah, and Kentucky's not there as much anymore. The sweetness of the Virginia is eased off. So yeah, I'm definitely getting marzipan, nuttiness, and again that retro hill, out of this world. Yanez, you've nailed it, mate. Honestly, I said last time, I think it's going to be harder for you now to try and surpass these because you just hit them right on the head, right on the head. And to say that I've had this tobacco for a year now, and it's just been stored as normal, nothing fantastic. I do think maybe that extra year of just drying out a little bit more. It was lovely to break up. It came free of the cake easily. I think this is one of those that it'll only get better with age. And this will probably go away and come out again maybe next year and have another go. But yeah, lovely flavour. I mean, again, if you can't get hold of Robert McConnell Virginias, you could maybe just go out there and just get any plain Virginia. There's plenty of Kentucky tobaccos out there. I'm pretty sure Amphora Kentucky could be mixed into this. And again, give it a go. Try and make yourself a one because, boy, it is definitely, definitely worth a go. So on that note, I'm going to say thank you for watching. And I'm just going to sit here, relax and finish the rest of this bowl. And next week, I will be smoking the actual cigar cake of 2023. This one has the pure Virginia, pure Kentucky, it's got pure Brazil and pure Cuba. So no actual chopped up cigars is in that one. So Yanez does the two. He does one which is just tobaccos and then one that does have actual Cuban cigars in it. So until next time, thanks for watching. Stay safe. I hope you're enjoying the bowl and look after yourselves.